Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to High Volume Video. I'm Keith. It's been a couple weeks since I've uploaded a video. I've just been kind of busy the last few weeks. I was at a wedding a couple weeks ago in Milwaukee, and while I was there I was able to check out a really cool shop that I've been following on Instagram for a while already. It's called Blast Radius. This is like record shop that also carries some VHS and boutique Blu-ray label stuff. So I got a couple cool things to show you from there that I picked up. And then this past weekend, one of my really good buddies, Justin, who I grew up with, was here visiting in Madison, and we went to check out a pretty cool new shop here in town. So I got a couple cool things to show you from there. And then for the end of the video, I have something really cool, something I wasn't expecting to pick up, but it popped up on Instagram from this place called Sig's Treasure Chest. If you're in the Madison area at all, you should definitely check this place out. So yeah, I got a lot of really cool things to show you guys in this video. Let's get into it. All right, first up from Blast Radius, I picked up The Mask of Satan. This is actually a remake of Black Sunday, which I've actually never seen, but this is directed by Lamberto Bava, who also did Demons. Very cool movie. I love Demons. And yeah, it's a remake of Black Sunday, who was directed by Lamberto Bava's father, Mario Bava, I believe. Yeah, I've never seen this, but my buddy Jordan, also goes by the name Sheeny Jingle on Instagram and YouTube, was really hyping this one up. And yeah, I'm just excited to check this one out. If Jordan says this is cool, I'm willing to give it a shot. So yeah, that was the first one I picked up. Then I got Vinegar Syndrome title here, Night Beast. I know nothing about this movie, but the back says, if you have the guts, he wants them. And yeah, I read the back here and saw that it was a trauma movie. And I'm trying to build up my Vinegar Syndrome collection. And yeah, it just looks like a cool, weird trauma movie. I'll read the back here and show some footage from the trailer real quick. So the back says, amidst a dazzling meteor shower, the Night Beast lands near a small East Coast town armed with his vaporizing ray gun and a goal of killing everyone who crosses his path. As area residents are blasted to smithereens, the local sheriff and an ever-dwindling group of survivors become determined to figure out a way to defeat this fearsome alien before their entire community is wiped out. I don't know. The cover sold me. It looks pretty cool. It's a trauma movie, Vinegar Syndrome. I'm excited to check this one out. That's Night Beast. And then I got a couple VHS tapes here. This one I looked up online and I couldn't find anything about this, but it looks really cool. The cover looks insane. There's some cool screenshots on the back there that look like there's some really cool practical effects in this movie. It's called Bionaut. I tried to find a trailer on YouTube, couldn't find much about it. I tried to look it up on eBay, couldn't find much about it, but the cover just kind of drew me in. And the back says, mix a little critters and a dash of Porky's and a pinch of Back to the Future, and this recipe explodes with adventure and fantasy. So yeah, just between the cover and that little blurb on the back there, I was kind of sold on this. So don't know anything about Bionaut, but I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Okay, and the last thing that I got from Blast Radius was Evil Dead 2 on VHS. Everybody knows this movie and loves it, you know, classic Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell. Kind of, to me, it feels like a remake of the first one, kind of. But yeah, I mean, it's Evil Dead. What more can you say about Evil Dead? But yeah, I didn't have this one on VHS, and now I actually have the trilogy. So yeah, I was excited to add this to my collection, and yeah, I got a pretty good deal on it too. It was only, if this focuses, the sticker on there, yeah, it was only $5. So and it's pretty good condition. It didn't actually come with this protective case on it. I had to take something else out of this and put this in, but yeah, I'm excited to have the trilogy, the Evil Dead trilogy, on VHS. Okay, and real quick before I get into the other shop stuff that I picked up locally, I did get one thing on eBay that I just wanted to show off real quick because I thought it was pretty cool, and that is a hard box edition of Akira on 4K. I was watching this movie on Blu-ray. I already had the Blu-ray, but I don't know why. I was just thinking, like, man, the animation in this in this movie is just incredible, and I wanted to kind of see what it would look like in 4K. So I started looking around on eBay, and this isn't like a boutique release or anything. It's just Funimation, I believe, put this out. But yeah, I saw that they had a really cool hard box, so got a good found a good price on this and just kind of jumped on it. But yeah, that's Akira. Don't ask me to explain this movie to you. It's a weird one, but if you're into like cyberpunk type stuff and just like 80s Japanese animation, this one's really cool. Just absolutely beautiful animation. So yeah, that's Akira. Okay, so now I'm going to show off some things that I picked up from this new shop in Madison called Cosmic Cabin. They do a lot of really cool like movie related t-shirts and posters and stuff like that. This is the logo. I got just, you know, their basic shop shirt. Backside here. They're located on Willie Street. You see the address there. They're actually upstairs they're in the same building as Meepletons, which is really cool, like retro toy shop. Got a lot of Ninja Turtles figures from there in my collection. But yeah, so that's Cosmic Cabin's the name of it again. I think they're on Instagram with that name, so check them out. And then one other shirt that I got while I was there was this really cool Harrison Ford Blade Runner shirt. I just love the graphic design. There's some quotes from the movie, I believe, as well. I'll show you the back real quick. Some more lines from the movie. And yeah, I don't know, I just really like the graphic design of this shirt. And then I got one other thing that I'm gonna have to back up to show you. This really cool Jaws poster. I was very excited about this. I actually took a picture of it and sent it to my buddy Matt, who I do a podcast with, and he was like, dude, I definitely want one of those. So yeah, they do all sorts of really cool, you know, custom movie posters and artwork and hats and t-shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely check out Cosmic Cabin in Madison. All right, and I also grabbed a big stack of VHS tapes that I'm going to show off real quick before I get to the final really big awesome item that I'm dying to show you guys. But I got all this stuff from Sig's Treasure Chest, which is another just really cool toy shop in the Madison area. Look them up, they're on Instagram. I'll put a link to all these shops Instagram pages or Facebooks or whatever in the description down below. But yeah, so here's the VHS tapes I got real quick. So first up, I got Mortal Kombat, the animated video. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and it looks like from the screenshots on the back there, it's gonna be a cheesy like CGI cutscene movie or something. I have no idea if this is a movie or just, yeah, some cutscenes from one of the old video games or what, but I'm excited to check this one out. That's Mortal Kombat, the animated video. All right, next up, I got Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I think I have 2 copies of the original Mortal Kombat. I just didn't have Annihilation on VHS yet, so yeah, I was excited to add this one. In my opinion, nowhere near as good as the first one, but it does have a cool cast of characters. A lot of cool characters from the games that were not in the first one. So, and there's some good fight scenes in this too. I do remember when I was a kid though, this was like the first time that I remember noticing that they replaced certain actors with other people. Like Raiden got replaced by somebody else, I remember, and that really bummed me out. I was like, why is it not the same dude from the first movie? But anyways, I'm still excited to have this on VHS. Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat Annihilation. All right, and then tape that I am surprising myself that I didn't have yet, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Probably the worst one out of the original trilogy, but I still just wanted to have this just to round out the trilogy in my collection. Obviously everybody knows this is the one where they go back in time to Japan and kind of like with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the thing that really bummed me out about this movie when I was a kid was the fact that the suits changed. Like, look how weird their masks look. They just totally had a different look. And yeah, obviously I guess the story isn't as funny. They're back in feudal Japan or whatever, not in New York City. But yeah, I'm still happy to have this one in the collection though, and I do love the artwork on this. So I love the yellow and the red and the green. Just a classic VHS cover there. And then another movie from my childhood that I absolutely love, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. And this is like just about as minty as VHS tapes come. Looks like it was probably never played. And yeah, the box for this is just like in absolutely pristine condition, and there's even like some really cool spot glossing. I don't know if you can see it on the front, but on the back there on the screenshots you can see just some cool spot glossing. It's like almost like heavy duty cardboard that they use for this box too. I don't know, but I love Lord of the Rings, and especially the first one. This is definitely my favorite. I feel like a lot of people like the Two Towers just because of the Battle of Helm's Deep, but I love how just kind of like classic adventure story this one feels. It feels like, I don't know, like a Final Fantasy game or something, where they're like build this party of unique characters, and you got the elf and the men and the dwarves and or the dwarf and yeah, the hobbits. I don't know, I love Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I was happy to add this to my VHS collection. And then I was really surprised to find this because I think this one is kind of rare, but I have Wes Anderson's The Royal Tenenbaums. If you know me, I'm a pretty big Wes Anderson fan, and The Royal Tenenbaums is one of my favorites of his. We just recently lost Gene Hackman, and the scene of him going around with his two grandsons, kind of like breaking all the rules and getting into all sorts of trouble and riding around on go-karts and whatnot. That's like one of my favorite scenes in any of Wes Anderson's movies, or just movies in general. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to have this on VHS. I do also have the Criterion Blu-ray, and I'm probably gonna pick up that box set once it goes on sale. But yeah, I'm happy to have this on VHS. It's kind of hard to find, I think. So yeah, Royal Tenenbaums, stoked to have this one. And next up is one that I'm ashamed to admit that I've actually never seen, but I'm happy to have it on VHS so I can watch it on VHS for the first time, and that is the remake of Night of the Living Dead, directed by Tom Savini, well known for his makeup effects work and some acting roles. But yeah, I don't know why, I just have never taken the time to watch this. I actually own this on DVD as well, but yeah, I've just never taken the time to watch it. I know some of my buddies will probably be disappointed in me hearing me say that I have never watched this movie, but now that I have it on VHS, I feel like I'm a lot more likely to pop it in. And yeah, I love the cover. And yeah, I'm excited to check out this remake that a lot of people say is pretty good on VHS. So that'll be a fun one to watch for the first time on VHS on the old tube TV. All right, and the last tape I grabbed was a childhood favorite of mine, and that is Three Ninjas. I actually already had the two of the sequels. I don't have the one that Hulk Hogan is in. I can't remember the name of that one, but I do also have Kickback and Knuckle Up, I believe. But these movies were on constant rotation at my house when I was a kid. I feel like much like a lot of other kids that grew up in the 90s, anything that had anything to do with ninjas, Three Ninjas, Surf Ninjas, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all that stuff I was a huge fan of. And yeah, Three Ninjas was definitely one of my favorites as a kid, so I'm very happy to have this one in the collection. All right, and last but definitely not least is this video store standee that I picked up. Like I said, this was all from Sig's Treasure Chest in Madison. I saw him post this on his Instagram page, and It was a very, very good deal. It was about half the price of what you see stuff like this normally go for on eBay. What's very cool, as you can see, it's three-sided. You got Street Fighter here, and it's got these pieces of it are like popped out, which is really cool. And this is totally legit from the 90s. It's a, you know, video store display. One side it has Darkman 2, kind of a, I don't know, I've actually never seen Darkman 2, so I don't know what to say about that one, but the artwork is really cool. But this is the side that I saw when he posted it, and I immediately was like, I gotta message him. I love Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight, and yeah, the artwork on this is incredible. First thing my wife said when I brought it home, though, was, that's gonna scare the hell out of our kids. So I was immediately though like, well, I can just put this side out when she comes downstairs. Got some Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter action. And yeah, that's it, guys. I've always wanted to have one of these in my collection. Not this one specifically, but I am very happy to have this one that has, you know, Tales from the Crypt on it. But yeah, I've always wanted to have some sort of video store display for my collection. I've had my eye on a Wayne's World one on eBay for a long time, but the price was just too much. So as soon as I saw Sig post this on his Instagram, I knew I had to have it. And yeah, just very happy to have this. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put it yet. Probably just over here right next to my tube TVs, but yeah, that's it, guys. All right, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go check out the stores that I'm linking down in the description below, where I got all this really cool stuff. Blast Radius in Milwaukee, Sig's Treasure Chest in Madison, and also Meet Meepletons and Cosmic Cabin. All have really, really cool stuff. Yeah, couldn't be happier to have the Crypt Keeper down here in my little video rental store corner, retro corner, whatever you want to call it, that I got going on down in my basement here. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back again soon with more content like this. Peace.